I'm Chris Coraggio, NBC News Radio.
You're listening to the Inland Talk Express, 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, KCAA Loma Linda.
Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am your co-host, Kyle Kerrigan, and you are listening to Whatever Works on KCAA, 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM, the stations that leave no listener behind. Again, I'm Kyle Kerrigan, and we got...
Sam Works.
And we got... Leah Every. Okay. Sam, can you hear us fine?
Say again?
Sam, can you hear us fine?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right. Let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor. That's snjradio.com. No negative news, no politics, just feel good music.
Hey, there you go. Awesome. Thanks, Kyle, for hitting that intro. I know we don't usually do that very often, but I am not in the studio today. I'm actually up in Forest Falls, which is a funny story. But anyways, we can get into that later. You know, I just want to wish everybody a happy Sunday. I know even though it's June, it's like foggy, cold, and like sprinkling. I don't really get this weather, but it is what it is. So I hope everyone's out there being safe. And to our guest, it's Leah, right?
Yes.
Oh man, I like that. You know what's funny? I actually have a friend, and his last name is Leahy, but he spells it Leahy. So there's only one other letter to his name, which changes the whole pronunciation, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, how you doing, Leah?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So for all the listeners who are listening right now, Leah, she used to work with Kyle over at Yamava, right?
Yes.
Yep.
You still working there?
Yes.
Okay, what do you do there?
Right now I'm in the slots department, and I just like fix the machines.
Oh, you're also a slot tech.
Yes, I'm handy-manny.
Is that what they call you?
Wait, what did you say?
What was that?
I said, is that what they call you?
That's what I call myself.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Handy-manny
cool.
on the scene.
Well, that's awesome. How long have you been doing it for?
Since January.
Okay, still kind of new, still fresh. Half a year. That's pretty good.
Yes.
So, Leah, I want to know a little bit about you. So, if you can just give your our listener just a little background about you. You know, your age, what your hobbies are, what do you like to do. You know, anything like that. So we can just get to know each other for a little bit, because we do have an hour to ourselves. So, let's make the best of it, right?
Okay, well, I'm 22, and I work at Yamava, and on my days off, I like to go with my friends to the beach, or like we go out to Mexican food and we eat tacos, grub it up.
All right, let me stop you right there. I got 2 questions for you. All right,
Okay, go.
And Kyle, questions apply for you too.
Okay.
First question is, what is your favorite beach and why? And then my second question for both of you guys is, where's your favorite Mexican place? Like, what place would you recommend if someone was like, oh man, I really want some Mexican food? Any recommendations? Where would you have them go?
Okay, I like Santa Monica because when you're done at the beach, you can go to the little like what's the little rides that they have on Santa Monica Pier?
Okay, on the pier.
And
yeah.
it's like 2 different things in one day. And then for Mexican food, I would do Haciendas in Big Bear because that's so cute, and the view.
What is it called?
Haciendas. I think it's like called the Cliffhanger, but it's like Haciendas the Cliffhanger.
Really? And that's in Big Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I've been there.
Bomb.
Yeah? Is it very authentic or what?
Yeah, and like actually it's very easy to find. Once you get into Big Bear, it's like right there.
And it has the view over the whole lake.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it
nice.
is so cute. It's a vibe.
Hey, I kind of like that actually. But is the only place out there is in Big Bear? There's no like closer. But I mean, I guess like with that lake and the view and everything, it kind of makes it more surreal. You know?
Yeah, I've never seen another one, but it is
Really?
called like the Cliffhanger. So like.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been there, so I might have to try it out. What about you, Kyle? What's your favorite beach and your favorite Mexican food?
So my favorite beach is Refugio State Beach, actually.
Okay, he knew it
I've
already.
never heard of that.
Me either.
So it's actually, you're gonna need a pass to go into it's like a state park, and so there's like a little forest, and then you drive down, and then there's actually a camping area and then a beachhead.
I've never camped at a beach. I've always wanted to.
It's the best. If you were to camp at a beach, this
Let's
is where
go.
you gotta go. Okay, I'm telling you, like
Is
Refugio State Beach.
Is this in SoCal or
Yeah.
where in California is it?
It's kind of by towards Oceanside.
Okay. What's another state
Towards
beach
Oceanside. Okay.
where everyone goes camping? Is that Redondo?
Yeah, so like a lot of people go to Redondo too. Redondo's nice. I've been to
Redondo's
like
cool.
almost every beach going up the coastline all the way to Central Cali.
Oh, period. He's cool.
But like Refugio State Beach, there's good surfing too. So if you're a surfer, you like surfing, you like wind like body surfing too, it's a good spot. And then you
Have
can
any of
like
you guys actually been surfing before?
I've never been surfing.
I did like, a few years ago. I haven't been since, but Timmy and I are supposed to go windsurfing this summer.
Windsurfing, bro?
Yeah, so it's surfing, but you're on it's kind of like wind sailing. So
Okay.
Is wind sailing where the boat goes and you go up? What's wind sailing?
yeah, so that's wind sailing.
Okay, I've been wind sailing. That's so fun.
Yeah. Windsurfing is like you're on the water. So it's
Holding the thing?
that's wakeboarding. But like wind sailing is like you're by yourself without a boat. It's like wakeboarding without a boat. Like you're just using the wind.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting.
An experience.
Yeah. My favorite Mexican place is Little Cuca's in Redlands.
Ooh, is that the one that's like the
Little
old
Cuca's
one?
in Redlands?
And it
Yeah.
doesn't have a drive-through. It's like the original Cuca's.
Yeah, it's the original Cuca's.
Oh,
It's across the
Cuca's-
street from Redlands High School. It's nostalgic, if anything, for me. Just going up there, getting some red burritos with my family. It's just a vibe.
It's the place.
I like that. Okay.
All right, Sam, what
Somewhere-
about you?
somewhere
Same
local.
questions.
So, for my beach, it depends on what I want to do, right? Because if you want to surf, then you go to whatever beach. But if you want to, like me personally, I'm more of like, I love being around a lot of people. So, like Huntington's always a good one, right?
Yeah.
But if you want something a little more, to me, a little more bougie, we go to it's Seal Beach, but La Jolla. There you go, La Jolla.
Oh,
La
La
Jolla's
Jolla.
Seal
nice.
Beach. That one's just very scenic. It's awesome. There's a lot of people there, and you can just people watch, which I love to do. But if you want something more secluded, where you can actually sleep at the beach, have a little like campfire and do your thing, and there's no lifeguards after 5 p.m. Definitely go to 1,000 Steps in Laguna.
Oh no, I hate that beach.
You
What
know-
happened?
Oh, she says that she knows like Laguna.
She knows Laguna. Have you been to 1,000 Steps?
Yes, and that's why I hate it. Because after you're done and you're so tired, you have to carry everything back up all those stairs.
Yeah. Honestly, you gotta pack lightweight for that one for sure. But do you know how many steps it actually is?
Not 1,000?
Not 1,000, no.
How much?
It's still a lot, but obviously it's 250 steps.
Well,
Oh,
it
okay.
feels like 1,000.
No, for sure. That's probably
Yeah.
that's probably why they named it. And then my favorite Mexican place recently that I just went to, it's called Calaveras.
Ooh, that place is bomb.
Yeah, you like that place, huh?
Where is that?
In Riverside.
That's in Riverside?
It's in Riverside,
We should
and
go. It's like
you have to make reservations. Well, at least I had to make reservations when I went, and it's just it's the whole thing. When you walk in, it's just loud Mexican music. When it's someone's birthday, they bring out like a skull with like shots on it, and they have like it's kind of crazy. And there's security guards in every room because people drink a lot out there, and it's actually a wild place. But the food is good. The food's amazing. They have this sushi roll that is like a Mexican dish, and it's actually really, really good. So
It's like a Mexican sushi roll, or is it like an actual sushi roll? Like, what do you mean?
So I don't know what's in it, but it looks like a sushi roll. They call it a sushi roll, but I don't really think it's actually sushi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I definitely recommend going there, and it's not cheap, but it's not it's not gonna. It could break your bank if you don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, like if you start drinking, then it adds up. Yeah.
Wait, have you ever been to Mama por Dios?
Say again?
Mama por Dios. It's in Rancho.
No, I've never been.
It's like the same vibe as
Is it?
Calaveras. Super expensive, but like super party.
Yeah, I kind of messed up because I was like, I bought a shot, and it was a Casamigos.
Oh.
I got a Casamigos Blanco for like, I didn't even look at the price until after, but it was like $35 for that one shot. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's the whole bottle outside. Go to Stater Brothers.
Go to Stater Brothers, yes.
Yes, Stater.
She knows all the tricks and trannies. Anyways, so Leah, what's your plans? How long are you gonna be out in Yamava for? Like, are you going to school? What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to just live life, and thinking about the future gives me so much anxiety. But I do not want to work at Yamava forever. I refuse, and I really want to get into like bartending because I feel like I have that personality.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And you got the
Who
looks
wants
too,
shots?
so they'll definitely getting drinks from you and buying drinks for you too.
That's what I want to do.
You got to be careful with that one.
Yeah.
Well,
But right now I'm just going to school. Well, I took a little break, but I was going to school to be an ultrasound tech. So I'm either going to do one of those, ultrasound tech or bartending.
or a bartender.
Or all of the above, because you have like your whole life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Anyways.
I just want to do everything.
Everything.
So then when my kids grow up, I can be like, don't do this, or like, yeah, do that. Like everything's an experience.
Are you trying to experience everything, even the bad?
Yes, well, actually, at no, I don't want to experience the bad. But at Yamava, I met these people, and they're real estate agents, and they own a company in Paris, right? And I've been talking to them since I was in food and beverage first at Yamava. I've been talking to them since food and beverage, and then yesterday, they hit me up, and they said that they're going to Paris at the end of August for 10 days to, like, go look at houses in Paris for their real estate, and they asked me if I wanted to go like all exclusive trip, all paid for.
That's cool.
Really?
So I really want to do that, but my
Yeah.
dad is like, I don't know, but I'm like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Do it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be the one being blamed for if anything happens. Like, Sam told me to do it, and I did.
Yeah.
No, I know, but since like I've only talked to them I have their numbers, but since I've only talked to them like at Yamava, like what if they like, well, knock on wood, but like what if something bad happens, you know? And then I'm so far away from my parents, like I'm done for. That's what I'm saying.
It's not even okay. So, I was assuming like Lake Paris, like 30 minutes from here, but you're talking about like France.
I'm talking about Paris, France.
Oh.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Wow.
That's why I said like all inclusive, all paid for. Paris, petty. And then I'll go find a boyfriend over there and he'll be like, oh my gosh, I love Americans. And he'll keep me.
Ah,
There you go. There's your life.
That's what I want to do.
There's your life.
hey, whatever works, make it happen.
Exactly. Whatever works is the motto.
And that's what we
See-
live by.
Yep.
I'm always inspired and I don't know about motivated, but definitely inspired when I hear people taking risks and just going out there and figuring it out.
Yeah.
We had two guests on our show, and it was actually it was a love story. But
Aww.
they lived on the East Coast, and they met each other, they liked each other, they were together, and then they split up because they had different plans. And they said, hey, if we ever see each other again in the future,
It's meant to be.
we'll try to get back together again. Years go by, and the guy decided, you know what, I'm just going to go to California. Just there's no one out there he knows. There's not even a job lined up. He just saved up money. He saved up money for like 6 to 8 months, and then he just went on the road and went to California just to figure it out. And ironically enough, his girl that he was talking to after they split, she went to California, and they met each other again here in Yucaipa.
Oh my gosh.
Yucaipa.
Which,
Out of all
yes,
places.
bro, in Yucaipa, like, how does that even
happen?
like,
That's meant
like
to
maybe
be for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, so they
And they got back together?
Yeah. So they saw each other again, and then they've been married ever since, and they opened a restaurant, not really a restaurant, sorry, like a pizza joint up in Yucaipa. It's called Woodhouse. Actually,
That is not them.
Yep, that's them.
Stop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Yes,
my gosh, I'm
others.
about to go in there and be like, I know your story. That is
Yeah,
so
and
cute.
but it's like, it's very inspiring because I'm like, you guys really took the chance, not knowing if it was gonna end up good or not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just met a guy the other day. I think he's from like Argentina or something. No, never mind. Scratch that. Anyway, he's a long way from home, and
Yeah.
I was at the bar. I was playing pool, and he was like, "Yeah, dude, I actually just got here like today." I was like, "No kidding, bro." By himself, he's just figuring it out. I was like, I don't know how y'all can do that.
Yeah,
You
that
know?
gives me anxiety.
The anxiety, the strategy, the motivation, the discipline. Like, I don't know what you have to do in order to do that. But I feel like Kyle would be the guy to do that as well.
Yeah,
What do you
he's
think,
very
Kyle?
much go for it.
Well, I've done it.
Oh,
I've done it. I went to Namibia like on that whim.
to where?
Oh,
To Namibia, Africa.
You're lying. You've been in Africa.
Yeah, I've been to Africa for 5 weeks.
Did you love it there?
It was amazing. And
What's it like?
I'll talk about it. But actually, there's a program. It was called NEST. So
Okay.
it's the Namibia Engineering and Science and Science and Technology. So that's their university over there in Windhoek, which is the capital.
Yeah.
And our school was making medical record systems for them because, like,
Yeah.
like Epic Management and stuff, like how they use. Well, they were just all paper, like
Oh.
paper and cabinets for days.
Yeah. And you guys put
And
all on
so-
technology?
Yeah, and
That's
so I
cool.
went to school for computer information systems, and I minored in astrophysics. And so I was like, this is the program. This will get me anywhere I need to go.
Yeah.
And so, what's it called? I applied for the program. I didn't get in. Didn't hear back. And then 2 weeks before they were supposed to leave, they called me.
Oh, that's meant to be.
And they were like, hey, are you still interested in going to Africa for 5 weeks? I know it's short notice. If you say no, it's okay. I was like, put me in.
Put me on the roster.
Because the person that was supposed to go ended up quitting. And I was like, there was 10 backups before me. And they were all like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm too scared, blah, blah, blah.
And Kyle wasn't.
I got it. I got in, and I ended up leading one of the teams. And
How
so
long was the airplane?
the flight was,
That
So-
matters to me.
yeah, so it's,
That matters.
all right, so we had 2 legs.
2 legs?
Yeah, so on the way there was Amsterdam.
Oh,
It was
like
a-
2 stops?
Yeah, so the first was in Amsterdam. It was for 10 hours. And so we ended
Amsterdam,
up,
the Netherlands?
yeah,
No.
uh-huh. And so we were like we're not going to stay in the airport
So
for
you went
10
to
hours.
explore.
Yeah, so we ended up getting our visas and we went in for 10 hours.
Oh my god.
I got pictures of the canals, like buildings. We were talking to
That is
locals.
so cool.
We were doing some other things I can't talk about. And then, and then we ate. We found this restaurant.
Everyone says that the food is way better out of the United States.
The food is amazing. I was eating like, I don't even know what I was eating. I said, just give me whatever is like not American. I told him that.
No chicken strips.
No chicken strips. No fish and chips. Just give me whatever. And I got this plate, and I don't even know what it was, but it was amazing. And so I got to explore for 10 hours. And then the second leg was in Angola, which is like above Namibia.
Okay.
And then there was a 45-minute flight on this biplane. Like, we're all like super like scrunched up. This like literal like
cargo.
Yeah,
basically.
like biplane. It was like the plane was about maybe double this table.
And it's not like you guys are sitting like planes. Like you guys are sitting like across from each other, no?
No, like we're sitting in seats and we're like scrunched up. And that was 45 minutes to Namibia, and we landed.
Oh.
And then I was there for 5 weeks. So we ended up writing code, doing some programming. And on weekends, we would do fun stuff like drive all the way to the beach. We went to Etosha National Park. And it was amazing. It was really cool. So I did that on a whim, pretty much. I accepted it. And no regrets. No regrets, Sam.
I mean, you're back, back in the hometown. You survived. You're alive. So.
And there's so much more out
I've
there.
never done anything like that. The only thing that I've done was I moved out of when I was renting with my buddies. I just moved out. I packed my stuff in my car, and I called up my cousin. I said, hey, bro, you want to bum it with me at the beach for a couple days? And that's what we did. I never went to a different country or a different state, but, I just packed up my stuff and kind of, slept in my car and bummed it for a couple weeks until I can figure my stuff out,
Yeah.
But that's a real one. If they're going to bum it at the beach with you. If I called up my cousins right now, they'd be like, no. And they would call my parents and they would be like, Leah's doing this. Go get her.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? My parents, they didn't know that I left, that I was sleeping in my car or anything.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's kind of weird. So there's this thing that my philosophy, what I believe in is like things happen, for you, not to you or whatever, And when I moved out, I told myself, I was like, I'm not moving back in with my parents, right? If I'm moving out, I'm not moving back in. And so, I bummed it at the beach, and then I came back to town, and I was, like, sleeping in my car. I would sleep in my car at the, like, rest stops, right? Because if you sleep in, like, any residential area or any parking lot, you're going to get lit up or whatever, So I used to go to the rest stops over off the freeway. But it was, like, 2 weeks in, and I was miserable, like, not mentally, but like physically, because I didn't have much. And unfortunately, my brother, he got in a motorcycle accident. And my parents, they called me up. They're like, Sam, they didn't know I was in my car, but they're like, Sam, I need you to come home and, stay with us for a while. And I need you to take care of your brother because we can't. Because, they have work, they have responsibilities and all that stuff. And it took him about 6 months to fully recover. Well, not fully, but, get back on his feet and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was just the right amount of time that I needed to get my feet back into the ground and get an apartment in my own place and figure my own stuff out, But it was weird. Like, if they didn't call me, I don't know what I would have done. But, yeah, There's actually a Greek word for that philosophy, and it's called amor fati.
Amor fati.
Yeah, which means things happen for you, not to you.
I'm going to say that at work. Amor fati.
People are gonna be like, what? What do you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, look it up. Amor Fati.
What? All right. So what about you? Have you traveled anywhere outside the U.S. or?
I've been to Catalina. I've been to, well, that's already out the U.S., huh? Okay, I've been to Ensenada. I've been
Okay.
to Miami, Florida, Texas, Hawaii,
Man, you should be traveling.
New Mexico. No, my parents be traveling and taking me with them.
Ah, there you go.
But this summer, well, last summer I went to Miami with me and then 3 other girls that we all grew up with each other, like plus 12 years.
Yeah.
It was the worst experience of my life. I will never be going back to Florida ever again.
What?
But from the money from that trip, because we all got it back, the money from that trip we all got it back, and we're gonna use that money to go to Cabo next summer.
Oh, Cabo's nice. I heard Cabo was pretty nice.
Yeah, so we were supposed to go to the Bahamas,
Yeah.
and that's why we were in Florida, but like everything just hit the fan. But now we're going to Cabo, and I'm super excited.
We used to,
Man.
my roommates and I used to go to TJ all the time just to get tacos.
Stop.
Yeah.
I've been telling my friends we should go we all have passports, and I'm like, we should go get authentic tacos, and none of them are ever down.
TJ is amazing. I love TJ. And another thing too, one of my roommates, his name was Ruben at APU. He's like, hey, it's gonna cost like $950 to do this root canal.
Yeah. And if you go to TJ, it's like 100.
Yeah, max. And
Yes.
yeah, and so he's like, hey, and actually it was cheaper than that for him because it was like a family friend. He's like, I have a family friend out there in TJ that could do my root canal and get medicine for like super cheap. And so we went down there for a day.
Yeah.
And we spent the night and we came back. So
Super fun, huh? An experience.
yeah, so we left Friday night. We spent Friday night down there. He got his root canal and stuff done on Saturday.
He couldn't talk the way home, huh?
No, he was miserable on the way home. But we ended up driving his car back, and then super fun. So we did that a few times.
That's cool. I was just talking to this guy last night, and he at work, and his wife is from Japan, and he was saying that. I was like, oh, like, where's your wife at? And then he was like, oh, she had to go back to Japan to get like her medical procedures done. And I was like, oh, like, what the heck? And he was like, yeah, she was on a 3-month waiting list for here. There was something wrong with her stomach. She has a virus in it or worms or something. And she said that the Kaiser wouldn't take her till October. And so she went back to Japan and got it like cheaper than she would even have it here. And she has health coverage here and not over there, but it's way cheaper in Japan. So she went to Japan.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And that's sad. Like, you have to flee just to, like,
Yeah.
experiences.
But at the same time though, she gets to go back to like her hometown. Like she goes back to Japan for a little bit. It's kind of nice, I would think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. TJ, I would rather get my teeth done here. I don't know how I feel about going to Mexico to get my teeth done.
Yeah.
I've never been to TJ, but I've heard that it was really fun back in the day. I don't know about now, but
Yeah.
You just gotta know where to go.
And you have to be with the right people because obviously, like, we're not going to go with all girls. Like, we need to have some guys.
Yeah, like you gotta have some
Play it
like
right.
like a good mix of like men and women that go down there.
yeah, my buddy, he goes to Mexico all the time, and the last time he went to Mexico, as soon as he crossed the border, he got robbed.
Stop.
And then the cops were just like,
Nothing, huh?
nothing at all.
Dude, one time my friends, well, not my friends, but like they're like friends, they went over there and they were eating at a restaurant and they got their whole car, like the windows smashed. And the cops came and they were like, oh, well, you owe us $200. And they were like, how do we owe you $200? And they were like, oh, well, if you want us to do anything, like, you're American, you have money, like, give me $200.
Yeah. Yeah, so you got
Wow.
But I'm still down for TJ tacos.
Yeah. Just to go.
Yeah.
So what is authentic tacos?
Authentic, like they come straight from the source.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is like it's not some like hard shell ground beef cheese like tomato.
No,
You know what I'm
it's those
saying?
tortillas
Like
that you put
No,
on the stove. There's no hard shell taco. It's not Del Taco.
Yeah, it's all
I'm just
fresh
making
too. Like
sure.
the masa is fresh. Like they make the
Yes.
masa like right in front of you, And it's like 80-cent tacos, like dollar tacos.
And the other day, me and Kyle went to go get tacos, and those tacos were good.
Oh yeah,
with
yeah.
rice and beans. That was good.
There was a food truck outside of Bolero in San Bernardino. It was really good.
Hey, those ones are good, bro. All of them. All the ones that just have like random stands, like if the cops come, they pack up their stuff and like try to take off.
And like the ones that have the meat hanging right there and they slice it off right there.
Oh yeah,
that's how you know it's good.
Yeah. But
all right, Kyle, close us out. We're gonna go on a quick break and we'll come back in about 5 minutes.
All right. You were listening to Whatever Works on KCAA. I am Kyle Kerrigan.
I'm Sam Works.
And this is...
I'm Leah.
We're going to go on a 5-minute break. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in Durga, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
From the Bureau of Economic Geology, this is Earth Date. Mark your calendars and buy some eye protection, because on August 21st, 2017, the U.S. will experience a total eclipse of the sun. A total eclipse happens when the moon passes perfectly in front of the sun, blocking its view from the Earth. Only a small path across the U.S. will see the sun completely obscured. But that path of totality stretches from Oregon to South Carolina, passing over nearly 50 million people. If you were to view the eclipse from space, you'd see a small moon shadow 70 miles wide cast upon the surface of Earth and moving quickly across it at 1,500 miles an hour. From Earth, you can experience this moving shadow too. If you're lucky enough to witness the total eclipse from a mountaintop, you'll see the moon shadow racing toward you from miles away. Eventually, it will engulf you. Darkness will fall. The temperature will drop 10 to 15 degrees. You'll see what looks like sunset on all horizons. Birds will stop chirping, and crickets may start. But don't blink. This ethereal scene will last only about 2.5 minutes before the shadow races on. The experience can be awe-inspiring, even unnerving, and you'll understand how early cultures would have given powerful religious significance to a total eclipse. If seeing one is on your bucket list, head to the Path of Totality on August 21st, find some high ground, and look to the heavens, wearing the right eye protection, of course. I'm Scott Tinker, and I hope you'll enjoy this coming date on Earth.
Earth Date is produced by the Bureau of Economic Geology at the University of Texas at Austin. Earth Date is researched by Julie Hennings, written by Harry Lynch, and distributed by Mark Blunt and Casey Walker. For more stories, follow us on Facebook or visit earthdate.org.
You've eaten lots of great food and not so great food at restaurants. Cowboy Burgers in Fontana and now on Arlington and Riverside will fast become one of your favorites with their delicious, mouth-watering burgers and breakfast burritos. Cowboy Burgers and Barbecue also serves fantastic smoked barbecue baby back ribs, tri-tip, chicken, pulled pork sandwiches, as well as lunch and dinner plates. Everything is made from scratch, including their delicious side dishes like coleslaw, potato salad, barbecue beans, and much, much more. Check out their rich, decadent chocolate brownies.
Hi, I'm food critic Alan Borgen, and you can dine in, take food out, or have them cater your next special event. I highly recommend Cowboy Burgers and Barbecue at their new location at 5573 Arlington Avenue in Riverside. Just look them up on the internet. That's Cowboy Burgers and Barbecue. Happy eating!
And perfect for the holidays, Cowboy Burgers and Barbecue is also available for catering. That's Cowboy Burgers and Barbecue in Fontana and now in Riverside on Arlington.
You like to safely leverage bank money to earn double-digit returns, income tax-free, with guarantees and no downside market risk? How can you do this? This is Ference, host of the Your Personal Bank Show. 1. You fund a high cash value policy one time to earn dividends and interest. 2. Establish a bank line of credit using the cash in your policy as collateral. When you earn more in dividends from your policy than the interest the bank charges, you keep the difference. And the difference is average 2 to 5% annually annually in your favor for the past 40 plus years. 3. The bank funds contributions years 2 to 20 plus. Each year the bank adds funds, your rate of return increases. Your average rate of return can grow to strong double digits annually within a few years. Contact me at yourpersonalbank.com, yourpersonalbank.com, or 866-268-4422, 866-268-4422 for more info, or tune in to the Your Personal Bank Show.
Your Personal Bank Show airs Tuesdays at 4 p.m. right here on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, the station that leaves no listeners behind.
The toughest part of fixing a roof leak is often figuring out where the water is getting in. In a lot of cases, water enters the roof at one spot but then follows gravity down to another spot before it shows up as wet insulation or a stain on the ceiling. The best way to spot a leak is to head up to the attic on a rainy day. Take along a flashlight with a good strong beam and use it to look for wetness in the insulation or on the rafters. When you have a clear day, make your way up to the roof and have a helper tap on the spot you marked in the attic. By the two of you taking turns tapping, you should be able to locate the shingles directly above the water stains. If you don't see signs of entry directly above your mark in the attic, try looking a little further up the roof. Also check dormer valleys, chimney flashing, and any gaskets around pipes and wiring. A little roofing cement can go a long way. Get more info at bobvila.com and right here at home with me, Bob Vila.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. You are listening to Whatever Works on KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM, the stations that leave no listener behind. I am your co-host, Kyle Kerrigan.
And I'm your host, Sam Works.
And today we have...
I'm Leah Every.
So welcome back. If you've been listening for the past 30 minutes, you can follow us on Spotify and listen to the first half. You could also go on KCAA All our socials will be there. So chop it up with us. If you have any questions for Leah here, you can call in as well.
So exciting.
At 888-909-1050. That's 888-909-1050. And then real quick.
Yeah, and
oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Do the sponsor.
I was going to do the sponsor. That is snjradio.com. No negative news, no politics, just feel good music.
All right, yeah. So we've been on the air for about half an hour, and if you guys are just tuning in, we have Leah here, and we're talking about our favorite beaches and amazing Mexican places to go try out. If you guys are looking for good Mexican food, if you're up in Big Bear, what's that place called?
Haciendas.
Yeah, go check that out. That's what she recommends. I like Calaveras and Riverside, and then Kyle. He's a homebody. He's very traditional. He likes little
Cucas in Redlands. Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that. It's the original.
It's the original.
Hey, so can I tell you guys what happened yesterday?
I would love to hear.
Super exciting. So. I can't say his name. It's very confidential. However, I got to meet in person a guy. Okay, I'm telling you right now, he showed me his bank account.
He is so excited.
His bank statements.
Yeah.
For just this whole year, every single month, okay, he makes $42 million a month.
A month? Doing what?
Well, see, that's the thing. So he actually invited me to his house and a couple other people.
And how cool is his house?
Oh, it was... Okay, I wanted to take pictures so bad. All right, so I'm a realtor, and I'm very intrigued with housing and like the architect and everything. And I love paintings. I have a heart for that. And I walk in, and I want to take so many videos and pictures. However, he thoroughly explained. He's like, no picture taking and no videos because he has things in his house that if anyone found out, his house would probably get robbed. Like, for
That's
sure,
crazy.
you know? And
Wait, what city? Like LA or out here?
so he actually lives in Calabasas.
Oh, he lived with the Kardashians.
Bro, let me tell you, this guy plays poker with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
my God.
It's crazy. He had Oprah come to his house.
Rocky?
He meets all
Yeah,
he made his
Rocky?
own movie. He knows Keanu Reeves. Bro, he has the one of one. So they only made one of these handguns from the John Wick movie 3. And
what?
he has it.
Oh.
Bro, he let me hold it. I took a video of
Oh,
that.
bro.
I was like, this is so crazy. Anyways, so it's about to get even more crazier, okay? So
What was his toilet like?
Yesterday, he just bought 180 acres, okay, of land, and he is gonna make basically an adult Disneyland.
That's crazy.
I'm
180
down.
acres?
180 acres. Okay, so put it into perspective. When Disneyland first opened up, they had only 150 acres. Okay, but then they expanded. They got California Adventure. They got hotels. They got all this stuff. So now they're in like 500 acres. But when they started, they had 150.
Right.
He just bought 180, and he wants to make it. You know, there'll be like one section for like meditation and Zen, whatever, and then another section for like dirt bikes, quads, another section for like shooting, another section for like paintballing, another section for like horseback riding, like all this crazy stuff on this one land. And he's like, watch me, it's gonna happen. I was like, dude, I believe you. If you make that much money, like his night vision goggles that he's buying is $15,000 a piece.
For what? What does he need those for?
Exactly. It's just for the fun.
Wait, you never told me what his toilet was like. Was it warm, like a seat warmer?
I don't know. But anyways, he has all these big plans, and he's gonna finish it up in the next 3 to 6 months, and it's gonna be expensive though. You know, for each thing, like. You can do like a yearly subscription. You know how Disneyland has like the yearly package?
Yeah.
You can do something like that, and they have like bungalows, so you can like stay the night there and like do like night activities. Like it's gonna be super fun. But just talking to this guy, I was like, it was gnarly because I went to his house so he can teach me like how to invest and like what when you build your own business, like what to do, here's the steps, and I learned so much, and it was like an 8-hour thing from like 10 a.m. to like 6 p.m. But Kyle and Leah, if you love to join on July 8th, he's doing another like mastermind seminar.
July
8th? And these things that he does, you usually pay $2,000, but we get in for free for certain reasons. But if you guys would like to join, and if anyone else likes to join, you guys can contact me through Instagram, KCAA, whatever works, and he will teach you personally how to make money, what you should do with your money, and how to invest. It's really cool. And Ferran, you too, bro. You can come out there, bro. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to call you, bro, because regardless if anything happens, you're gonna be in a room with like-minded people wanting to be successful, right?
And that's all
I've learned so much from this guy. Yeah. And then he was like writing stuff on a piece of paper or like this like this huge pad, whatever. And he was like, does anyone want these, or I can just like throw it out? And not a single person like said anything. I was like, I'll take your notes. And he looked at me and he was like, all right. So I caught his attention, and dude, it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So you guys should definitely come check it out, hang out with him, and just talk to him. Because when I went to his house, he had like 8 cars in the driveway, and I was like, so what's your daily? He's like, well, whatever car I can get out of the driveway with, because he has so many,
Yeah.
And then he was like, what's your favorite car? And I was like, oh, like I like Bentleys. I like something. I'm not very flashy. You know what I'm saying? So I like something very comfortable, very roomy, and nothing too eye popping. But he had a Bentley, he had a Rolls Royce, he has a Lamborghini Ferrari, he has all these cars. I'm like, dude, this is so insane, you know? And
Wait, but how did you meet him? Don't say Stater Brothers.
Met him at Dollar Tree or something.
Yeah, well, okay, so basically it was someone invited me to go to his seminar, basically.
Oh, okay.
And it's a long story. I'll cut it short, okay? So basically this guy was trying to, network and talk to this woman, and she was like, "Oh, I'm trying to get my PhD right now. I'm too focused on my own thing." Like, just completely ignored him. And then she found out how much money he makes. And then she was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I neglected you. Like, let's talk," And she found out what he does, and a person who's a billionaire or a multimillionaire, okay, they don't have just one stream of income. They have multiple streams of income, right? Yeah. Because you can't really make like millions of dollars off of one thing. You know what I'm saying? So we did a Zoom meeting one time, and he was just telling us, he was like, "Look, this is what I do, and also this is what I do, and I also do all these other things, and they all work together to, create residual income,
Oh, that's cool.
And then after the Zoom meeting, he was like, "Well, now I'm inviting everyone to my house," which he uses as a tax write-off because now it's like a business. We're all in the living room. We have to use the bathroom. All the food, like all that is a tax write-off. He used to be a tax attorney.
Oh, he knows all the ins and outs.
That's one thing. Like a lot of people, they don't understand like financial like literacy or understand like tax codes or anything like that. Right, that's why you have a tax guy. That's why you have, financial advisors.
Yeah.
But there's so much to learn, and it's just a good opportunity just to be in the environment. You go to his house, you'll be inspired. This guy has marble flooring and it's heated. I'm like,
so you could tell me about the floor, but
bro,
not the
he had us take off our shoes, and I was like, all right, like my
She's still wondering about the toilet.
Okay. And I'm walking around, and there's like hot spots like on the floor, bro. It's like warm in there. I was like, oh my god, like it's crazy. So yeah, definitely recommend it if you guys are interested. I hope Farhan is still listening. If he's interested, July 8th, make some time. All right, let's get it going.
You said when? July 8th?
Help you guys out. So.
You said July 8th?
Yeah, July 8th. And it's an all-day event, but he will feed you breakfast, lunch, all that good stuff.
Oh, he cooking for us.
It's pretty cool. So.
Me and Carol are going to go.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So, yeah. And then he was like, because he also has a ranch, and he was talking about it. He's like, oh, maybe we should just go to my ranch and da-da-da-da. You know what's wild? What? So he has all these guns, right? And he was like, bro, we were shooting as if it was like World War III, da-da-da-da. And the neighbors called the cops because they just heard a bunch of gunfire going off, So obviously the cops showed up because they have to. And they started talking to him, and they liked him. And then next thing you know, now the whole police department uses his ranch as a shooting range.
That's crazy.
And now he has all these connections with the sheriffs, with the SWAT, with all these people, and it's all about networking for the most part, right?
Yeah. It's all about who you know.
Not what you
exactly.
know.
So, pretty exciting. Anyways, I wanted to let that out because it's different,
That is cool.
So, yeah, so we got about like 5 more minutes. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about, bring up? What are you guys doing for Father's Day? Any plans?
There's a brunch coming up at Mill Creek. I think
my grandpa loves Mill Creek in Mentone.
Yeah.
Oh.
I live a block away from that.
My grandpa loves Mill Creek.
I could walk to Mill Creek.
You go a lot?
We do go a lot.
Oh my gosh, let me show my grandpa. Maybe you know him.
Maybe I know him.
Go to Mill Creek. What are they having? Are they having?
They're having a brunch. It's like from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
With like eggs or beans?
There's like eggs, there's like different things, and then they have like steak, like tri-tip. They have like mac and cheese, different things like that.
Ken, are you going?
Yeah, I'm taking them.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm doing for Father's Day, but we're going to do something.
Yeah.
Something.
And then hopefully we can get Sam's dad on the phone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my dad lives in Michigan, and it would be really cool if I could just hop on a plane, you know, just count those risks. You know what I'm saying? Just hop on a plane, go out there, and be like, surprise, happy Father's Day, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe next year, you know, I'm working on it.
Yeah. My mom lives in Texas, so I get it. Well, as you guys know, she called in on Mother's Day.
I want to move to Texas.
All my exes live in Texas. Why do you want to move to Texas? It's humid. It's flat.
I want to get so far away from California, like it's not even funny.
Why?
Not like Montana, but like Colorado, Texas, New York.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, you know what? Next time you come on our show, Leah, we're going to be talking about why you want to move out of California. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to convince you why you should stay in California.
Yeah.
All right? I have a client, and his grandpa lived in Colorado, and he moved to California, and they're like, Grandpa, why'd you move to California? He said, for 3 reasons. January, February, and March. He was like, I realized I didn't have to shovel snow every morning, you know? He was like, why do I have to do this? So
yeah,
California is amazing. I went to
okay,
Mount
but
Rubidoux
living in
on a hike,
California?
and I felt like I was in a different country. Like, the scenery was amazing. Like, you know, just the environment. And I felt ashamed because I was like, I'm trying to picture myself in a different country, but I didn't. It took me a while to really embrace what California has to offer. The weather is amazing. We have the best sunsets.
Exactly.
We have the hottest babes. No, I'm just kidding. We got the palm trees. You know, like.
But you have to work like 4 jobs to be okay in California.
Hey, but if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And let me tell you, it's on my bucket list to do all 4 activities in one day. Go to the desert, go riding, go to the mountains, go snowboarding, and then head down to the beach and go surfing. All 3 seasons, hit it all. You know, go camping in the forest, because you can.
You're gonna
really
accomplish that.
That was only 3. Yeah.
Oh, camping in the forest. Camping in the forest.
Camping in the forest. Okay.
Yeah. It took me a second, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, because especially where we're at right now, geographically, we're like an hour away from all of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sam, we got to wrap it up.
Ukaipa, Redlands, like, this is such a gem. And people take it for granted, but they don't understand how amazing this actually is. You're away from the smog, first of all, and it's not overpopulated or overdeveloped yet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're in the perfect time right now, perfect place. I mean, but it is what it is.
All right, thank you for listening to Whatever Works. I'm Kyle Kerrigan.
I'm Sam Works.
And we got...
I'm Leah. Can't wait to see you guys next time.
There we go. Thank you for listening in. Check out Farhan. He's coming up in just a few minutes.
This segment sponsored by the generous support of the Dream Team. Looking for the keys to something bigger and